Good evening and welcome back to another episode. We are on episode 7. I'm going to try to get these as fast as I can out there. So episode 7, we're going to talk about Matthew 16:20. We're going to make this quick. We're going to make it simple. It's a pretty easy one. I hope you've been enjoying some as we've been going along. As I look at my glasses, something just peeled off of them. Interesting. But I'm back with another one. So Listen, I'm going to repeat myself as I always do. I'm not here to create anger or malice. I'm just giving you what there is to. You can disagree with me. You can have your opinions of why you think it's there. You can go to different Greek words. You can different things like that. I was just finishing up another upload of a video earlier and getting that prepared. But you'll find that they changed a word in there. We'll get to it. It's in Mark. But same word, same definition, same Greek word, not a new Greek word, same Greek word, but that's what the revisions do, the newer ones do. They like to switch them around, make you think that they found something that they didn't actually find. All right, let's get into King James. All right, Matthew chapter 16:20. If you have a King James Bible, please open it up and we'll follow along. If you do not, you got the online or ESV. You can check that out too. Matthew chapter 16, verse 20. Then charged he his disciples that they should tell no man that he was Jesus the Christ. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, not hard to understand. Matthew chapter 16, 20 in the ESV. Then he strictly charged the disciples to tell no one that he was the Christ. Now, I made this short and simple, but there's more that goes into the backing of this that gets a lot deeper. The word Christ, the word Jesus, how it all comes about, and who were different, the Messiah, the Jews believing the Christ. It goes deeper before the scripture changes and how they match and do not match. That's what we're doing with these videos. All right, number one, we notice one thing. What? The ESV removes man. Well, wait a second. What? I thought it was just Jesus. Wait a second. They remove man. They remove man and replace it to no one. Wait a second. No one? You're not telling anyone? What's going on here? Why? Why I personally, and I think a lot of people do, why I think that matters is because in that time frame, you have to understand, in that time frame, they're talking to men about men. Men are in charge. Why? Because, like I said here, it was certain men that Jesus is referring to. It wasn't all inclusive. You never notice how the newer Bibles it's almost gender neutral sometimes, and there's the no one and someone and them and they, and King James and the older ones going back to Tyndale say man. They reference man and women more in the right context in the newer Bibles. So we know that in that time frame, they're talking about men. It's not hard to understand, but we already knew that. Well, it's pretty obvious. Then why take it out? Come on. Number 2, Jesus is again removed from Scripture. Why? Question mark. I'm leaving it there. We talked about why. I think we all understand why. And again, it matches with what? The Westcott and Horton Greek. So, boom. It matches with them again, 1881. No problems there. But it's a newer Greek, Stephen, so it shouldn't match the 1881. Well, if your Greek goes up to that point, but as we know, we get into Nessel and Allens and how they move things, remove things. Doesn't take a lot of hard work to figure this out, but I know that it's easier for folks to watch a video or listen to the preacher in the pulpit, and he must be telling you the truth. He went to seminary school. He went to Dallas Theological, I think that's the name, right? Tennessee Temple University, Bob Jones University. Boy, so many of them out there. Liberty University, which I think was called Liberty Baptist University back in the day. And what do we know here? Not the Tyndale, Geneva, or the Matthews. It doesn't mess with it, does it? Again, we go with the whole Textus Receptus. Why all the way down to Wycliffe? Why? Wycliffe was what, 1382? But I know he's saying, well, that was good for their time. The geniuses that Wycliffe and Tyndale and the guys like them who could speak 10 different languages at that time and had more access to some of the archaic language that has actually were lost in some cases after that fact. Yeah, they just didn't understand. Those geniuses, those godly men who could speak more. Really? There's fewer people in the world can speak multiple languages like those men could, because they had to. So that was a short video. I know it was. I want to keep it straight to the point. I might even do another one just to be fun and exciting. All right, that was all there was to that. But ask yourself the simple questions. Man, why tape man? Was that a Greek word that they found after the fact? Oh, you're going to say, wait, it was no mission. That's what it was. Or I should say, it wasn't in the original Greek. Why is it every time I talk to people original Greek, nobody wants to point me to at least a website? I mean, I'm fine with everybody arguing with me and attacking me left and right, which, by the way, has proved my point. It's not the King James people attacking. Who is it? It's newer version folks that I get the most attacked by. Now, that's okay. It's all good. I'm all for it. I don't have a problem with it. True colors. So again, why? Why take man out? I guess he wasn't the primary person to talking back then, so it was no one. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. We can argue about that because somebody else out there obviously has the original autographs. Somebody has them. They must. All right. Well, that's it for me and my sarcasm in this video. It was great to have you on board as always. I am thankful and I am grateful, and I actually do mean that. No matter what niceness or calmness, sarcasm comes out of some of these videos every once in a while. I do honestly appreciate everyone's comments and taking their time, even if it's to attack. I really, it's no big deal to me. I'm fine with it. My point here is just to put them out there, and it's not about dividing people. That happens enough in all the new modern churches today, even some of the new modern ones with the King James. I'm going to be the first one to tell you. But modern churches today do more divisiveness than I've ever seen in my life. More backbiting happens in these places who are not even close to being biblical. All right. Well, thank you for your time as always. God bless. I'm going to awkwardly shut the end recording here, and have a beautiful day. Good night.